Now's the time to choose your group. You can pause this video or wait to have the close-up of the stones. This is group 1, the coral. This is group 2. I forget what this stone is called, but I know it's man-made and it was gifted to me. This is group 3. This is the calcite, the pink calcite. So remember, take a couple of deep breaths in and just see which one is calling to you right now. Could be the backs of the cover or the positions of the cards. Timestamps are down below. And enjoy your reading, you incredible souls.
Hello, my Scorpios group 1. Welcome to your February monthly reading. It's my first time doing it, so I'm just winging it. So far I've been doing tarot, oracles, first part of the month, second, and then third. Ooh. And we already got cards coming out for you. Make sure to like, share, comment, or subscribe if you want to keep seeing these. Okay, what do we got so far? Celebration, Hierophant. Oh wow, 9 of Cups. There's definitely a completion. I'm super excited because I'm a Scorpio sun and I have a lot of Scorpio placements. Hermit. Yes, I've been feeling that a lot. I don't know about you all. It's definitely a hermit time. Get off of social media. There's going to be a judgment. There's a bit of a resistance and judgment. Something that has to do with walking away from something or someone. Scorpios, do you know what I'm talking about? Probably do. Usually don't have to tell a Scorpio what's up. Interesting. Okay, too many cards. High Priestess in reversed. Oh, we do get our judgment call though. Very interesting, by mid-February. So what is it? Divine Love. I need Scorpio group 1s. What do we have, Scorpio group 1s? Knight of Wands. Something fast is heading your way, or you're going to head towards something very quickly. You even have the King of Wands. Oh yeah, you're going to be fired up by the end of this month, Scorpio. Probably after that one last wake-up call. And the Queen of Coins. Oh, one of my favorite Queen of Coins cards. Right over here. Okay. It's going to be a lot of choices. Or the lack thereof. And just one more card. Let's clarify these two. Oh, wow. So, I have not picked your overall energy. Oh, okay. The theme for you, Scorpio, group 1s, it's really going to be to walk away. You know what you need to walk away from. It's time to just do it. This is your overall theme, overall energy. And you're... Oh, okay, so let's start with your overall theme. Your overall theme is the 8 of Cups with the Page of Cups. So the theme is to walk away, to finally walk away from that thing or that person that you've been holding on to, and you know that you should set it free. You're going to have a message. There's going to be a letter that's going to be given to you, and I feel like this will help ease the tension, or you might need to send a letter to a person or a situation. If this has to do with business or work, you might actually have to send one of those professional resignation letters or something like that. Or it could also mean that you're just gonna get a lot of lovely messages this time around, maybe from someone new, or because the pages is all about messages, right? So I think like despite whatever is gonna happen, you're gonna kind of get messages, whether it's from people, your guides. You're gonna get the answers that you're looking for this month. Now for the first week, it's a beautiful week. You have the Four of Wands with the Hierophant, which is all about discipline. If you can say discipline this month, but do like have fun on the same time. You have the Nine of Cups, which is all about the proud person that is showing off their cups, happy with all the hard work, all the discipline that you've been putting in. You're actually going to reap the benefits. Like it's the Nine of Cups is really all about, hey, I did it. I'm proud of myself. I'm not afraid to show it here. And like I said, it's all about celebration, especially the first week. There's maybe a party that you're going to go to. There's people that you're going to be interacting with. Maybe you're with the Freedom Convoy, and the discipline of going there and coming back and supporting might be helping the situation. Or it could be just work related. There might be, I don't know why, I'm getting a sense of like truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. Now, this doesn't mean that you still don't have any internal work to do. You have the Hermit over here. These are like extra cards that I picked for February as well. And again, we have the Eight of Cups, so walking away, and a Judgment. So your judgment's only going to happen when you stop resisting the things that no longer serve you, letting go of the things that no longer serve you. And it's funny because I've noticed that most of all the zodiac signs, it's really about, it's not about, the month of love, Valentine's Day. It's the self-love, the self-care. Where is it that you're limiting your love towards yourself and giving it to somebody else, whether they deserve it or not? This month is about you kind of giving that love back to yourself. And Hermit is part of that, right? Take a bath or go to a spa. Whatever you can do to not necessarily isolate yourself, but to create a sacred space so you can touch base with yourself. Now, mid-February, it's going to be a little more rocky, but I want to emphasize on the Judgment card again, upright this time. This is like towards the end of the second part of February. You might feel a little disaligned mid-February because you have the High Priestess in reverse, and you have like the Knight of Wands, which is the person that is not able to sleep at night. And in addition to that, you have the Ace of Swords also in the beginning of the week, which to me is telling me that there's still a bit of work to do in terms of releasing outdated beliefs and starting afresh with new belief systems. For example, you might think, oh wow, like I'm not working hard enough, or I'm not good enough, or I might not have the experience, and this is keeping you up at night. There's something that's keeping you up at night. I feel like whatever is keeping you up at night is this thing that you kind of have let go of, regardless of what it is. If it's the thought patterns, or if it's actual person, or if it's an actual event, if it's job related, it's keeping you up at night, and it's because you don't have a healthy mindset about the situation, or more so about yourself. And by sitting with yourself and going in hermit mode, I feel like this Judgment card is just gonna happen organically. Like you're just gonna have an aha moment. Like for Scorpios, I feel like mid-February is going to be this big aha moment. And then from that aha moment, by the end of February, you have like three incredibly powerful cards. You have the Knight of Wands, which is all about go-getterness, passion, reaching for the sky and not letting any obstacles stop you. That's the way I see this card right here. It could be impulsiveness, but with the King of Wands over here, I'm not getting that vibe. And you have the Queen of Cups, not the Queen of Cups, sorry, the Queen of Pentacles, which is like, you're going to reap what you've been sowing. Like all the hard work by the end of February, especially if you do the internal work with this Hermit over here and really letting go of these things that are keeping you up, getting more aligned with yourself, and specifically getting aligned with your guides and your spirits. And I feel like you're somebody who works with their ascending masters. You might be into Reiki, or you might just work with them, generally speaking. And it's really about connecting with your soul, a big part of it. And like I said, it's not going to be a walk through the park, but Scorpios, we are, technically speaking, designed for it. These kinds of deep internal awareness, deep internal seeking, deep internal just truth seekers. So by the end of this month, if you're doing the work, I see so much prosperity. I see so much passion. Like I'm almost sensing that you're going to become like the king of this domain, like whatever you're in right now. If it is energy work, if it's in the corporate work, whatever you have decided to step forth, and whatever you've been working on the last couple of months, and specifically reaping the benefits in the first week of this month, you're going to become like the ultimate master. And this is actually the Phoenix. So I feel like you're going to rise. I feel like something that you've been kind of doing and then not doing and then doing and then not doing, and then you just have this moment of like aha, where the judgment comes in and you feel elevated, and you're just going to become the best in your field, practically. Like you're going to rise from the ashes of all the everything that didn't work or that failed, and you're just going to raise from those ashes, which is so exciting for you guys. And I asked for a couple of extra cards for the end of February, and you got the 7 of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Materials in reverse. And I was asking for a clarification, and we got the 10 of Cups, which is basically all your heart's desires, the achievements of all your heart's desires, right? So the message that I'm getting over here is kind of like, don't settle. Don't settle for the dreams and the thoughts and the options that don't make your heart sing, and you just want to take it because, oh, well, I'm going to get money out of it. I need money. Maybe you're someone who hasn't been working a lot, and like you're kind of feeling the strain financially, or you've been looking for a job and you can't find anything passionate about, and you have all these options, but they're not driving you into these areas, this internal, like, or maybe you're gonna have offers and partnerships or contracts, and okay, yes, it's gonna be good for the money, but here I'm getting like, don't settle for less than what you truly desire, what you truly want, just for the money. There's something out there that I feel is right for you, where you're going to get everything that you've been dreaming of and wanting. And it's going to take a little bit of courage to say no to these situations, but I'm really feeling like it's going to be worth it. I'm really, really wondering what would happen, what's going to happen in March, actually, for you Scorpio group ones. Let's get a couple. I love Scorpios. This was like straight to the point. It was beautiful. Let's get a couple of oracle cards to sum it all up. Your past supports your future. Wow, yes. This goes back to like, I feel the feeling that I was getting with like you starting something, your passion, something that you're very passionate about. You started and then it wasn't really going, so you stopped it for a while, and then coming back up. I feel like you don't believe that you've gained any experience. I feel like you're lacking that confidence, And this is like a confirmation card. Yes, everything that you've been through, everything that you work, even if it failed, it's bringing you the experience that you're looking for and that you need right now for this 10 of Cups. All heart's desires, for everything that you've been wanting for. Let's take one more. External validation. Oh, this is a big one. Stop depending on the external world to dictate your reality. Nothing is stronger than your own belief system. If you can believe in yourself, no matter what, no matter how much chaos is around you, no matter how ugly the world may be, if you believe in yourself and you believe that you deserve a better future, you don't need external validation, and you're already like 15 steps ahead, right? This is this card is basically saying, don't depend on somebody else's encouragement. Start encouraging yourself. Don't depend on a job to give you money. Start making money by yourself if you have to, by any means possible. So this could be some of the Nine of Swords over here. You might be looking for success outside of yourself also. It's time to make inventory of everything that you've done so you can start believing in yourself again. Prosperity sisters are happiness and joy. Prosperity sisters are happiness and joy. Are you able to be happy no matter what is happening in the world and what is happening in your life, no matter what is happening in your relationships, in your work situation, with your co-workers? Are you able to remain happy and joyful? If you don't, how can you remain happy and joyful? Can you vow to not take anything so personally? To enjoy life for what it is? Just a journey instead of a destination? Let's actually look at the prompt cards for this. 36. The prompt questions. Are you running after an abundance of wealth and financial success without paying as much attention to the other sisters? How can you let go of any success shame you're feeling? How can you remember that it's totally okay to be exactly where you are right now financially? Happiness and joy are the keys to bringing your dream to life. Where can you add more of them into your day? How can you move your focus from what you don't have in order to focus on what you do have? Very important questions to ponder for this month of February, Scorpios. I think I'm going to leave it at that. That's already a lot of information. Thank you so much, Group 1. This has been an honor to read your cards today. Let me know if this has resonated in the comments section below, and just have fun. Don't take life so seriously. I know it's hard sometimes, trust me. I've been there. And it's going to take a little practice. Just remember you got this, no matter what anybody says. That's it. Ciao. Hello, Group 2 Scorpios. Welcome to your reading. This is my first time ever doing these readings, so I'm just winging it. Let me know if this resonates at all, if you like this kind of readings with these 3 different groups for each zodiac. We're going to start with the tarots, then a little bit of oracles, and we're going to go per section of the month. First part, second part, third part, overall energy, and then we'll see what else comes up. So, like my Group 1s, you guys are already getting all kinds of cards. Ooh. Justice. Okay. You have the Star card so far, the 4 of Pentacles. You kind of lost hope in the beginning of this week. You're kind of believing that there's not enough for everybody. It might have something to do with a man or a vision of some sort, someone who exudes these masculine, fiery kind of characteristics. going to be a new need for an exploration, emotional exploration. And strength card. Okay. Wow. I'm really sorry. I feel like you're going through a lot these last couple of months. In February, it's just big. Okay, not a continuation, but I'm just feeling like you've been having it pretty rough. Okay. These two exact cards were in my first group, so second week feels like it's going to be a little harder for my group 2s, Scorpios. You're going to feel a little disalignment, or a feeling of the need of protecting your hearts. Group 2s, February's. Oh, a 9 of Cups towards the end of the month. That's a beautiful sign. I feel like it's like by the end of the month, I'm kind of feeling like you're going to start taking charge of your life. Taking charge of your happiness. Overall energies for group 2 Scorpios, overall energy. Hierophant, lack of discipline. Okay, so this month is really going to be for you to find your discipline. If you're not very disciplined, you might be spending more time on the things that you don't want to do, or spending more times on let's say social media of some sort. Like you have a lot of projects, or you want to start projects, but you kind of are not finding the time around them. And this month is really to start realizing how much time you're wasting on things that are not helping you move forward or serving you, or maybe even programming you in a certain way that is not beneficial to your growth. You have also the muse of material. So for me, especially, the discipline has something to do with you becoming financially independent. This month will become like this goal is to become financially independent. So I'm sensing like, so you don't have to depend on anybody anymore, really. Like you're kind of sick and tired of it, and this month is about that. Now for the first week, as I was saying, you have the Star card in reverse, which is like a lack of hope to me, and then you have the Four of Pentacles, which is you don't feel like there's enough for everybody. You feel like you kind of have to scavenger and hoard a lot of materials, things, money. You're kind of afraid right now financially. It could be one of the reasons why it's so important for you to become financially free, so you're not limited anymore by this way of thinking. All I know is that justice will be served. So if you've been in a court battle, and maybe that's why the finances are a little tight, I'm kind of sensing here that things will go in a positive way, that whoever this person, whether it's a boss, it could have something to do with a fire sign, so Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Maybe there's a custody battle, or there's some kind of battle over here. All I know is that I feel like justice will be served. So whoever's in the wrong might be getting the boot. Now, you also have the Page of Cups, and you also have the King of Cups. But the King of Cups is in reverse. So I feel like there's a need for more exploration. This might have something to do with a kid also, maybe teenager. Don't lose hope. Do not find that inner strength that you need to move forward. To actually move forward, especially if this is a custody battle. I don't know why this is coming very strong. That losing your cool and getting emotionally attached and emotionally like taking it like personally. I know it might be hard right now, but it's not going to be in your benefits. Right now, it's really about exploration. It's about finding what has always been held dear to your heart. and maybe finding financial stability. So I'm just gonna sum up. Try to look and see what was something that you absolutely loved to do when you were younger. What is something that really sparked joy in your life? And maybe just revisit that. All I know is that you need to really stand strong, find that inner strength to move forward, even if it's just one step at a time. Now, for the second week of February, we have the Ace of Swords, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse. We also have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's going to be a little harder towards the second half of February. I feel like there's going to be a voice that needs to come out and that you're kind of afraid of voicing out. Like you're almost afraid of speaking your truth because you don't feel like you're aligned. It could be because you're a little emotional with everything that's been going on within the first week, or it could be this Two of Swords over here, which is because you're not opening up your heart enough. You are not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're not allowing yourself to feel the feels. You kind of feel numb. You kind of feel like you kind of just need to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's, you kind of feel like you're not safe. You're not safe enough to just express yourself. You might be somebody who's working on their connection to divine, and you don't feel safe enough to actually do that. Like you don't feel like you have all the tools that you need, or that you don't have everything. Like you're not in a state of your life that you can actually commit times, or at least you believe that. Right now, it's going to be very important to find this higher self. And the High Priestess to me in reverse, and another major arcana, is telling me that it's time to find that time, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, even if it's just before bedtime or after, even if it's in your shower. If you're taking a shower, you can find a moment to ground yourself, close your eyes, ground yourself, connect, and really just ask the universe, ask your guides for help, or ask the questions that you're kind of inquiring about. This might help you with voicing whatever truth that needs to come out, voicing what's in your heart, just speaking your truth. I feel like it's been a little tight, and you've been resistant, like almost like there's a blockage there. It kind of goes back to this Four of Pentacles. You see how it's like, it almost looks like she's choking. She's not, but it gives that impression if you look at it right away, like from first glance. So the second week is really going to be to find your voice, to find and to be able to speak your truth. And I feel like once you start doing that, you'll start being able to voice what you truly want. I'm under the impression that you don't even know what you want. That the world is just like a roller coaster, because it's just bringing you from one place to another, because you don't really know what you want. Have you ever asked yourself that question, what do I want? I feel like this is going to be very, very important by mid-February, because if you don't, then the universe, like the people around you, not necessarily the universe, but the people around you is going to decide for you what that is. And the universe doesn't really know from right or wrong. They're just giving you what's already in your vibration, already in your frequency. And if your frequency is like pain, depression, sadness, if it's injustice, if it's a weakness of some sort, or a lack of strength, then it's just going to give you more opportunity to justify and to not clarify it, but it's going to just give you more examples of it, so it's just justifiable. So the vibration is just being encouraged. Now, by the end of February, however, I see a need of hermiting. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to come out. There's a lot of things that has already happened. And hermiting by the end of this month might be very, very important. Or it could also be you coming out of a hermit state. You have Guadalupe, the Empress over here, which is, maybe it's time to get out of your shell and to actually go explore, and to stop being in your mental kind of turmoil, your mental madness, where it's like you against the world. which has something to do with some kind of injustice. See, we had justice up here, and I feel like you're going to find a way to maybe twist it by the end of February, which I'm really hoping you're not, because you're going to beat yourself up on it. Something might not go exactly as expected, but instead of just accepting, I feel like you're just going to beat yourself up, and it's not going to be in your benefit if you just beat yourself up out of it. Now, to start the end of the month, you have the Three of Pentacles, and you also have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a beautiful card of wishes come true. So I'm under the impression that if you keep practicing and you keep practicing and you keep practicing, you come back to that neutral energetic viewpoint and then create that feeling of the stuff that you do want. But before you can do that, you're going to need to figure out what is it you want. Get clear on that, because if you don't, it's going to go back to this ongoing cycle of you fighting yourself and thinking that the world is against you. Keep practicing. Keep connecting. Keep asking your guides. And you see how he's like super in his zone, and then you have like these two like kind of scarier figures. Give me one of two messages. You might get burnt if you get too... Sometimes when you get really high on a certain emotion, like joy and happiness, we tend to forget and to be present. And we may not see the dangers that are around us. Or what it can mean is that your alignment with yourself, your alignment, and you'll know who that means and who that might be. It's probably going to be coworkers or specific people that, are kind of jealous of this happiness. It might have it in for you. It might not intentionally, maybe subconsciously put you in some kind of danger or create some kind of fights and whatnot. Or it could just mean that if you just stay aligned and you stay focused and you practice you keep practicing, you won't even need to pay attention to the demons behind you anymore. You're just going to be so aligned that you're just going to be not oblivious, but more in a sense of whatever. I'm going with the flow, whether you like it or not. And I feel like this is when all your heart's desires are actually going to come into place. But I'm really feeling like if you do not clarify what you want, it's never going to happen. Like, you really need to clarify what you want and start getting vulnerable and start asking the questions. Okay, this is what I want. What's the first step that I could take today that's going to bring me closer to that, right? Let's pick a couple of cards, oracle cards. Group 2, Scorpio. A little too much. The Earth Keeper. You guys are little earth angels. Of course you are. And the Crow. How funny. That came out just before I started the reading. Move beyond intention to belief. Stop dropping ground. Stop dropping ground. Move beyond intention to belief. So, wow. Move beyond intention to belief is basically just, it's one thing setting out an intention. It's another thing having faith, unwavering faith that it's coming to you. You might have already set out all the intentions over here, but it's like, oh, it's not coming. Probably because you have not believed it to be on its way yet. And it's going to be super important for you to acquire that, because any ounce of doubt that the universe is not by your side, that the people are against you, that there's injustice in the world, is going to give an opportunity for the universe just to give you more of that. Unwavering beliefs means that even if you can't see it right away, you know it's coming. Stop dropping ground is just an opportunity for you to touch base with yourself and stay present. When things are going all over the place and you have so much things going in your mind, the best thing to do is to ground yourself so that that excess energy goes through you And one way of doing that is literally putting your feet on the ground barefoot. But if you can't do that, you can just move. Just a little bit of movement to release and to let go of some tensions is a great way of grounding. You can have herbal tea, anything that is like earth based, even stones. If you work with stones, you can grab a stone that is like a grounding stone. Usually they're darker in color. You can dance. Dance is another great way. You can sing. Singing, I would consider it more of an air element, but you can sing. You can just wear more earthy colors like green, forest green, brown, or even like the chakra, the red, the base chakra color. And let's read the Earth Keeper and the Crow. So the invitation: you have outgrown your small dream of success and achievement and are ready to dream big, with possibilities beyond your wildest expectations. Take on the mantle of the Earth Keeper and reach out to a friend in need whom you may not have been in touch with for some time. Take care of your pets and feed the strays that come by. Clean up your yard, as this is a reflection of your relationship to the earth. Grow the sacred dream and your personal life will flourish. Remember, it's not about me any longer. Ooh. So that's one thing. When we give to others, we tend to start being more grateful. I mean, it has to be with intention for sure, but we tend to, it's like an automatic mood booster. If you go and help somebody that is in need, you're almost giving yourself energy back, because you're like, wow, I actually did something great for someone. I actually helped somebody and I got out of my own way to, it's like a give and give kind of feeling. And that might be all you need this month, is just to help somebody else to gain the wisdom that you need. Who knows? There's definitely lessons to be learned when we're giving, right? And then we have the Crow. So the invitation: when you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is a universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgments. Let the truth set you free. Ooh, this might be one of the blockages that I was talking about. Maybe you haven't been truthful with yourself or truthful with others, with, let's say, your desires or your wants and your needs. And that has been blocking your voice. It's been blocking this process. It's been blocking just your magic that is within you, which is this power of manifestation, right? Okay, you guys have a lot of things to contemplate this month. Let me know if this has resonated. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these kinds of videos. And have a great February, guys. Ciao. Hello, Group 3 Scorpios. Welcome to your February full moon, I mean your February readings. Oh, let's start right away. It's my first time ever doing it, so kind of winging it right now. So far it's been first week of February, second week, and then the third week. And then we do the overall energy. So this video is coming a little later, so we're probably already going to get an idea of what's been going on for this week for you, Group 3s. And then you'll get to know what else is coming out. Okay. Nostalgia. Ooh, a lot of major arcanas, guys. Why am I not surprised? With the Tower, so you probably guys got a lot of a big change in your life right now. There's a resistance to letting the old die, because you have the Death card in reverse. And then you have the Six of Swords. 10 of Swords. Wow, two tens of Swords. So, I feel like you're going to be learning something finally. In terms of all the pain. Because it's the end of a cycle, right? Ooh, you will come out triumphant with the Queen of Wands over here. Okay. And let's see overall energy for February, Scorpio. The Star, you have hope. Hope, there is hope. It's to have hope, kind of like my group twos. To have faith. Faith that whatever you've lost will... Having faith that whatever you lost was meant to be lost, and that the cups that are still there and what's to come is going to be very promising. It's to kind of like co-create your life right now, letting go of what no longer served you, and to move forward with this firm belief that you are safe and you're protected and that your guides are there, and that you have that much power, and you will always have that much power as long as you believe in yourself, right? So within the first week of February, it's been very, very hectic. It's probably with a lover, someone who's a very masculine figure over here. Could be a man in particular, could be a boss again, because it's the Emperor in reverse. So someone who exudes entrepreneurship, or someone who's just turned and become a tyrant of some sort. And it's like this death is occurring. Maybe you're this person, maybe you're this like entrepreneur, and you have to let go of this this outdated version that you need to be taking care of everything and being on top of everything, and that you're the provider and that you need to do all this. So there's like old version of you, because of this Tower moment. This Tower moment has shown to you that you are... that big events and big things in your life are showing that what used to work doesn't work anymore. And instead of resisting, it's time to embrace that, and to be grateful that it's happening now, and that it's not happening later, right? So this is the first week of February. We've already gone through this week, so you might be feeling a little frazzled. You do have the Six of Swords, however. And the Six of Swords is... it's calmer waters, right? You're moving into a calmer water. This person looks very calm, collective. She looks a little like sad, but the original one is really about this person going into, this healing state. Over here you have the rocks, the healing rocks. I forget what they're called right now, but she's in this kind of mourning state where she needs to let go of something. Again, things that no longer served her. So all this over here that we have over here, it's time to let go of it, and to move forward, and to release it, and to finally officially mourn the death of this old person, this person that no longer serves you, or this old version of yourself. Now, once you've officially done that, you're probably in that process right now. The second week is going to be for you to open up your heart. Just because you felt heartache, or there's like been trauma, that doesn't mean that you're not worthy of all your heart's desires. This is the 10 of Pentacles, and it's really the cycle of your desires coming to fruition. Whatever you've been seeking and whatever you've been wanting will come into light, but you need to open up your heart. The Two of Swords is really like this person that needs to open up their heart and be vulnerable, no matter what turmoil has happened, and to make decisions. I feel like there's decisions that you need to make, and you're kind of afraid of making them. I kind of feel like you're afraid that that you're gonna let somebody down. I almost feel like you don't want to choose yourself because you feel like you're gonna let someone down. And how do you, like, I've been there. It's not worth it. In the sense of like, you're limiting their opportunity to grow by limiting your own opportunity of growing and seeking your true heart's desires, right? I mean, if this has something to do with children involved, then obviously you have to be more strategic and be more mindful. But overall, that's not what I'm getting here. I'm getting that it's really like people, maybe it's like family members or friends. You feel like you're going to let them down in some ways, but it's you not going after your dreams or choosing yourself will kind of stop them from doing the same, because you're like, oh, if she's not going to do it, like if they don't have an example, then they might never ever do it, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to stop the self-martyr. Yeah, because the self martyr, right after the self martyr, so basically like the whole like, oh my god, I can't do this because of that, or oh I'm not good at, I'm not good enough, I'm not able to do this. Just really jabbing those swords behind your back, like doing it yourself best, basically. That's what self martyr is. And then you have it right around that corner. Once you solve that, you have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, which is, again, all your heart's desires, right? Is this woman, this man usually, but here's a woman where here you see all her diamonds, all her achievements. She can actually show them off, and she's proud because she's worked really hard, right? I feel like you're also working a lot on manifesting, and you have to let go of the doubts. You have to let go of what no longer serves you. You have to let go of the old version of yourself, because the old version of yourself is like full of old programs that are keeping you from all this stuff that you want to manifest, right? Yeah. I feel like you're starting to feel something new in your life. You have, I feel like if you go back, like the Page of Coins, pages are like new beginnings, but they're also that curious side. They're the youngest out of all the court cards, and it's really about adapting a curiosity and going back into time, especially with this card, and seeing what is it that made my heart sing when I was younger? What gave me joy? What gave me love? What gave me the appreciation? Like, what is it that I used to do that I loved? And I feel like you're going to finally see what you have been so afraid of. And you'll realize that looking back, the younger version of yourself was not afraid of these kinds of things. And I feel like you're going to start seeing and taking off the cloth over your eyes, because that's what the Eight of Swords is all about, right? The Eight of Swords is all about this woman who it is bondaged by her own doing, and she can actually take off the veils off of her eyes. It's just she's not able to see that just yet. So by the end of February, by the end of all this, you're going to have one more kind of tower moment, I'm sensing. This is going to be like this last pièce de résistance, where almost like a burnout, it feels like. So it's going to be like this last attempt to remove these swords from your back. Actually, no, let me correct that. It's not going to be an attempt to remove it. It's going to be an attempt to just let things die and allow things to take its course, because after all that, once you've come to this official ending of the mind chatter of whatever's going on right now in your life, you're going to come out as this Queen of Wands, which is someone who is very passionate, who has found their fire, who has found their kind of burning desire. But it's only going to come out if you keep practicing what we have mentioned, right? To stay vulnerable, to start asking yourself, what is it that you want? To let go of the past, to allow the tower moment to embrace it, and to allow the old versions of yourself to die, to go in calmer rivers. So this is all about practicing and just continuing the course with all that, because you're still gonna have these moments, because you have the Queen of Swords, which she was in reverse when I picked her up, and it's really about that mind chatter. She's any queen really that's in reverse, she's kind of like a total bitch, bitch. So there's still going to be moments, and that's why it's going to be very important for you not to stop this ongoing apprenticeship, practically, of you with yourself and your higher self, and asking for help. What's interesting is that I asked for clarification, and you had the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups it's a beautiful gift in terms of, I feel like you're going to have the help that you're seeking. You're going to get the help that you're looking for, especially in terms of keeping you in check. People who you can actually trust. I feel like the people that you're letting go, It's going to provide you and make you see the people that you actually can, people that you can actually, that could actually help for you to keep accountable on not becoming this bitch over here. And to strive and to move forward into this beautiful queen over here. Now, remember, the theme is not to lose hope, huh? Believe in yourself. Let's go with a little healing guiding from the angel oracles. Just to end this reading. Oh, children, going back to your past. I kind of feeling this vibe over here with the page and the nostalgia of the Six of Cups. Could be just kids around you. It could be like, you know what they say, if you're around kids, you kind of turn into a big kid, right? You turn into, it's kind of like, they remind us of the inner child within us. And it could also be a message of going back into your inner child and asking them what was their heart's desires, right? Going back to these cards over here. The back of the underneath the deck was the answered prayer. So let's see, one more card. Balance. Okay, yeah, this goes back a little bit to this over here as well. Making decisions, balanced decisions, but more importantly, like, I mean, it's just like making a decision. But the balance is really about finding, whether we have positive or negative thoughts, whether we, we always go into our addictive behaviors, whether it's mental, emotional, physical. And it's just to find that sweet spot, that balance where you're not taken over by the negative. And you come back to that neutral state of being, and then tilting. Like I said, sometimes when we're too in our like positive and joyous forms of being, sometimes we become naive. We don't see both extremes. We're not going to see clearly. What we want is to find that beautiful sweet spot in the middle where everything is just aligned and everything is just in harmony and grounded and connected. I think that's all. We're actually going to read the book. Let's read this one, The Balance, just to see if there's any more messages. Balance. The angels know that you're busy with many earthly demands on your time. They want to help you with the responsibilities through the process of balance. Whenever our schedules become disproportionate, our energy drops. Lowered energy creates the illusion that there isn't enough time in the day. So a vicious cycle of time limitations ensues. I'm not sure how to say that. Time limitation ensues. Your angels ask you to add a regular dose of meditation, exercise, and play to your days. Kind of like we kind of got that message in group 2 also, where you need to find a time for yourself, to reconnect with yourself, to love yourself, to enjoy yourself. Your angels ask you to add regular doses of meditation, exercise, and play to your days. They know that balancing your life between work, play, spirituality, exercises, and relationships helps you to grow and feel joy. If you feel overwhelmed by your responsibilities, don't hesitate to ask God and your angels to lift your burdens. So it goes back really to like, go to your inner child, go see what brought you joy. What can you do right now? What could you do in 5 minutes that will, spark that joy within you? And that is it, my group 3 Scorpios. Thank you so much. This has been such an honor, such a blessing. And I hope to see you next month. Ciao.